Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you to go, can't tell you to stay. Just one of those days, just one of those days. Am I too humble or ignorant? Was it humble or was it ignorant? Because it's that. They got a lot, that's that lost. They got to walk that right path. Because memories don't live like people do. Because they always remember you, whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories that you have. Collect, just as sing say. Some start live down in the past. Just remember when man a ride us. Been here the money and it happen so fast. It's a serpent living in the grass. So now they're looking about these serpents that was in that grass. Those snakes, those baits. Now they're looking about who they were serving and the choices that they made when they was chatting shit with certain family members, friends. It could have been a Jezebel spirit, enemy. Didn't mean to say enemy. I meant to say a fake empress. We thought they was impressing, and they ate. They was in that low dense energy, that serpent energy. Now they realize, now they're gaining wisdom, looking back at the actions that they took when they was in that underworld, looking at you and seeing you're an empress. They've got a social awareness of you. Hi, boo. So now they can see you're communicating, speaking. You're like the Queen of Cups. You're the nurturer, carer, provider. They're practitioner. They can see that reality of you, because then you start analysing, you get stress in your head, and you can't hardly sleep, and you lose all control, because something's taking over them, looking you up, and they're talking to their friend, and they don't know what to do, because they want to come to you. It's that wheel of fortune, now they're seeing you, because the memories they can't take away, it when the seat are open on, cause they're gaining the strength, cause the insecurity took all over them, because now they're regenerating, not hating. No need to hate, but the karmic's hating, because the divine masculine, divine feminine, they're awakening to you and all the work and all the feelings they hold for you. You're lucky I can't sing, because it says, how can I admit I fucked up and I'm hurting, but staying due to shame on the name? Because now they're getting that high clarity, that awareness about the karmic energy, and the others chatting shit. You're going to talk shit on your name, like you want something. No, now they want to do you something. People want to chat and say something, and they can't even do nothing. Because then I realize I'm with karmic energies. Oh my gosh, the third party done too much work. Too much work to block you. They thought they was a high priestess. They thought that they was like a church bitch, a kitchen fucking witch. They was like a witch of the Eastwick. In fact, there wasn't. There's a little bitch. There's a karmic. There's like a grot bag. They was like a grot bag. Oh, because it was a bonus, man. So they said, oh yeah, they was looking for stability. Oh yeah, oh, this song being on replay. So they got you on replay. They got you on replay because it's like Egyptian bondage, oppression, world of power, place of enslavement, plurality for the service is a place of hope. To be able to rise to that flower, the flesh. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you to go, can't tell you to stay. Just one of those days. You're a grown-ass man, woman. You're going to land on your feet. Just one of those days. Am I too humble or ignorant? Because you get in that spirit and feeling. Now it's ricocheting straight to your heart. And now you thought you don't even know where to start. Because that ego got you right in predicaments. Yes, boo. Because when you're secure in shit, you don't know what to do. Because the people who are serving it to you, it was a karmic cycle. And now you have to go and turn love into that reality. And that's when you want to regenerate me. Because you have to love yourself first. And I can't stop singing because it hurts. So they must be listening to music now, because they're having that, oh my gosh, realization. All that glittered wasn't gold, because the actions that they took when they're selling their soul. You know, when you sell your soul for a pot of gold, guys, or for a little bit of service, and when someone gives you that extra energy and then you got to pay for it, And then you got to look, because then you're stuck with it. And it's a family member or a friend. And then they're looking, because when you was providing that service and now what you was providing and you was providing what, and make you think that you got that higher clarity, like you get insight, that I picked up shit. Now they're looking back, because it's a fate, it was a part of the cycle. My girlfriend left me, I'm gone. Am I too humble, or was you ignorant? Because now they're seeing they was in that ignorant side. Now looking back now, because their mindset, their attitude, they had that aggressive energy. They thought they knew better, they did do better, because they were stuck in that underworld. Now all of a sudden, they're looking back at the self, looking back at the relationships, the partners, the attitude, the mindset, the approach, how they approach, because now they're looking at you. 16, tower, blood clot moment, playing in reality to the gravity. That who are you? The sun. That's that clarity. They've got a social awareness of you. They can see. There was around certain family members, friends that had a social awareness of you. They could have had this aggressive energy. Thought they was being passionate and direct. They could have even been doing spell work, magician, thinking that they was a wise witch. But they was a bitch, because I was very determined to block and stop you. And that's the clarity now about the actions. And then you just sit down and you get realization, because you didn't have that discernment. And that's when you get your third eye active. You got the spiritual eyes open. You're enabled to be able to see what the eye don't see, because you're connected, you're listening to your gut feelings, analysing, got boundaries in place after say who, where, why, what choice was I making, where was I? You causing me stress, is it harmony, is it balance? Because then you get insight, higher clarity, causes you stress in your head. I can hardly sleep, I'm losing control, and something's taking over me, yeah, in the days. And I'm so amazed. Now you're amazed about who you are. And that's a part of the cycle. It's a karmic cycle. That's when you pick and pick shit. And in order to get something, they had to give something. Because I was trying to secure something. And they was holding on to something. Because for they had so much power, they didn't know why. Now they got this tower right in this fast. And they're realizing who they are. Because your actions didn't get you so far. No pain. No pain, no gain. So you had to get that lift up. So that feminine energy thought she was getting a lift up. She lifted her leg right up to the top, because she was thought she was creating, because she was hating, because she thought she was securing. Your divine masculine. Take this all as it resonates. Now they're looking back at their self, looking at that structure, looking at their home, connecting to their heart. That's their foundations. They feel like that bitch slap right in their chest, like, and they're looking at that feminine. And they're identifying about when you was chatting with the feminine and you was working and trying to secure something with that feminine. And now they're having heartbreak from that feminine, because that's that clarity and that's that highlight of the mind. Because now you're having stress and conflict and you're thinking, fuck's sake, all because of your fearing, and all because you was ego, all because you was holding on to things, all because of your mindset, all because when you think that you're playing smart and you're holding on. I've been a goddamn bitch in a goddamn way. Goddamn way. Yo, they didn't realize God, He gave you wings. You know what it be. All those bitches out there fucking with me. Now, they was there on your path for a reason, basically, because they didn't have that high awareness. They were slag bags, like trash, and bring you low down to the floor as you can go. So you're stopping and not slowing because you didn't have balance. And that's that all-knowing. So when the newbies comes with that energy, you know, when it comes and it comes to the end of the lifeline, and it's like you got to weigh your heart. Put my heart on the line. And you put the heart on that line, that scales, boop, dropped. Because that's that shock, horror, reality check, mate. Shock, horror, reality check, mate. Checkmate, checkmate. 1, 2, check up. Baby, let me know what's up. If you know, for real, gotta let you know, baby. You don't have to worry. If you know, for real, you gotta let me know, baby. So they want to let you know that you're that joy. You don't got to worry. Because you transformed. You changed. You just meditated. You didn't hate. You nurtured yourself. You started creating. You spoke. You looked. Because you was a practitioner and you're practical. So you had to practically analyze everything. You had to look at yourself because you're of service. You're Virgo. grounding, Taurus. You had to stay strong, steadfast, organized, use your intuitions, connect to those emotions, have that inner standing to be able to overstand, because that was about your stability, your foundations, and now they're looking back towards you. And it's like, what am I going to do? Because they can see that you was that partner and they was confused. Illusions cause all of the confusions. Now they're saying everything like ain't glitter ain't gold. And that's the story to be told, because they thought they was going to be able to obtain this abundance, and now they see that you are that abundance. They're seeing circles round and round they go, and where they stop you will never know, because they was always going around, flighting, detached, running from pillar to post, from west coast to coast, and now they're gone and got that ricochet, that box. Now they're using their intuitions, because they can see that you're just sociable, dependable, powerful, standing in your power. You've got that structure, you're communicating, you've got authority. Now they're critically thinking back in regards towards you, and when they was having these extra energies and thought you was a providing service to because of what they possess, and now they can see you possess, and you're creating and you're serving at the collective, enabling them to have an understanding, to be able to use your heart, listen to yourself, trust your gut feelings. When people said you was going mad and you're crazy, you're not speaking right, because of their habits and the way how they act, and they was bringing confusions and illusions, and you seen you had to protect yourself, and the Most High God that drawed you from certain relationships, people, to protect you, because it was a part of the journey, it was part of that cycle. Sometimes you have to realize and identify, to be able to recognize some people wanted you to stop and not grow, and it was a part of that transformation to connect to your heart. 1648, that was looking at your emotions, that karmic cycle, the masculine. Now they're looking back to their self, you, the service you provided, who you are, and the actions that they took when they was working on with you, the choices that they made. When they didn't give you back that clarity, and then that's that self-mastery. You have to look at oneself, connect to the emotions, look, get that introspection on the out and the in. Because how you protect yourself on that outer shell and the inside, it's a different feeling. You connect to those emotions. Was you steadfast? What was you depending on? Money. What was you trying to possess? Did you have positive values? Was you communicating, or was you just in that money and value, and one person was giving love and joy and care and connection and their compassion, and another one was unbalanced, and you didn't connect to those emotions, because one has to start looking at their self, communicating, getting that high awareness, and that's that unity with your mind and your soul, and you connect because you use your intuitions as a true high priestess. You're that high priestess, and able to use your intuitions, protect yourself from certain family members and friends, and now they're protecting themselves because they're closed off, they're feeling left out in the cold. They could have stolen money, robbed money, blocked, signed things with inside of your name, take this all as it resonates, and now they're looking back because they can see you had to protect yourself. They was being stubborn in regards to money and the relationships and the choices that they made, and when they was lovers and people in this community, and they was expanding with certain groups, you're going to see, because that's a part of that transformation. 3-6, they're getting that bitch slap in the neck back, and that's that awakening, that higher clarity, that you've got that leg up. You've connected to the spiritual guides. You listen to the ancestors. You listen to that Holy Trinity within inside of you, connected deep. And that's where you've got that knowledge and that wisdom to be able to grow. You missed that tower moment. You looked at yourself, you looked at the partner, you said, fuck this shit, I'll gain insight, I'm growing, I'm moving. You continued, kept on moving forward. You kept on looking at yourself, listening to the spirit within inside of you, transforming, changing, listening, communicating, using your intuitions, having compassion, trusting your gut feelings. You had to connect to the emotions, and you know when certain people effed up and caused you stress and put you in three-party situations. Now they're looking back at that third party. They're listening to the spiritual guides, the ancestors. They could be even looking at their child and needing their leg up. Even their child could be looking and giving them that leg up, because now they're speaking. They could even be looking back and speaking to their mum now and maybe wanting that leg up because they wanted that transformation. It's that self-mastery, because that's when you have to get that introspection about yourself, and it gives you stress and conflict in your mind, and you're in Mercury, and the thoughts and feelings are ricocheted, because that's you trusting your gut feelings now, having that discernment, that third eye gets activated, that's that higher awareness. You start connecting because you're looking, and that's when you're looking at different cultures, backgrounds, you're getting understanding the way how people communicated and spoke when they've got a social awareness of you, looking back at images, pictures, the minds, music, socializing, when you're around people, and then you're thinking, oh my gosh, that wisdom comes into place. You gain introspection, because it touches your the heart, that emotions, and you get eye clarity that you was around people that was horrible, evil, not nice. When you was trying to gain a leg up just so you can get a property and secure something, and when you're speaking to people and people are trying to speak and block you, so you're not got that high clarity and that high awareness in regards to your partners, because they're sad, weak in the knees, can hardly speak, lose all control, because something takes over me. So they could be going crazy, they could be having arguments and shouting now and getting frustrated with the feminine energy or the partners and family members that they're around, because it's higher clarity, and they can see that they was insecure. They could have been insecure, and now seeing now, because that's restless and because of that stress and conflict, and you got to go through that transformation because it's about your heart and it's Venus, and they see you as that peace. They can see that Holy Trinity now. They're getting that higher clarity now because about the actions that they took. Spirit guides are letting them know he wasn't listening. They can see people praising you. They're having that higher awareness in regards to who you are, because that's that transformative part now. So now they're looking back and getting higher awareness. It's connecting to their heart, their emotions. They was too dependable on money because of things they was trying to possess for a property. So you can see all that glitters ain't gold when they was around these family members and the community that they was with, and people was trying to block them, stop them, for that money. Take this all as it resonates. They may want to try and come towards you with some money. It's not glitter, white ain't gold, because it's about this abundance. They may just see you as that abundance partner. Take it all as it resonates. 16, 24, they're looking back now, connecting to those emotions. And they're looking and using the intuitions. This is masculine energy. And that's looking for that perfection. They can see that perfection in you. Why do you come here? And you know I can't answer the phone. You make me lie when I don't want to. You make someone else some kind of unknowing fool. You make me sad when I should not. Are you so sad? Or it's the weakness in me? Why do you come here? They're going to come in. They're going to come and want forgiveness. Okay, so you could hear that they took actions and made a choice. And then, with this aggressive energy, with a family member, a friend, they could have got married, a married partner. They could have done spell work to be able to block you and your masculine, to block you, feminine, masculines, energy, because you're inside, so you didn't have that clarity about when they was having this relationship. Take it all as, oh yes, all as it resonates, because they was trying to be able to secure certain things, and that was with your significant other. It was a close friend and an enemy that they was trying to work with. 14, they needed balance and temperaments. They didn't have balance. They was aggressive with their aggressive energy because of their mindset, the way they worked. They thought they had high wisdom. They was serpent energies. Those are them people on your path that you think, why was you there for? And you have to ask why. And now they was a secret Queen of Wands, a Jezebel spirit. That was a family member, a friend, that was trying to block you, your masculine, for they wanted your masculine, they wanted to be able to serve. They was trying to serve your masculine, speaking about money, to be able to possess and secure a property. And they wanted to be able to be like that Queen of Wands. They thought they was grounded. They wasn't so grounded. They didn't have that introspection. Now they're looking back towards you. You could be like this Queen of Wands, earth sign, speaking, nurture, beautiful, nice, got high clarity, grounded. You've got that clarity of thought, passion, creative skills. Now this could be an earth sign, fire sign. Take it all as it resonates. Taurus, Cancer, Aries, Virgo. They could be watching you, their bets. They could be looking at you now, looking back towards you, that feminine energy. This could be an earth sign, could be a Cancer. In fact, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Because now they're gaining that clarity. They was clinging on, holding on to your masculine, dependable for money. And that was because they thought they was being innocent and providing a service. And they was criticizing you. Take this all as it resonates, driven through jealousy. Because they was insecure. They see you was steadfast, organized, and they was one of them unrealistic bitches. So you unrealistic bitches, twisted shits, 4 of Wands trying to secure this property. Now these divine masculines connected to their heart, their emotions. They're looking back at the actions that they took with a family member or a friend, trying to secure this money. They could even create a child because they was creating in that childlike spirit, speaking, chatting shit, pillow talking. Yes, having sexual energies with your partner. And trying to secure a property to be able to block you from not moving forward and celebrating. So they could see, they maybe want to be able to come now. They're looking at you. They may be thinking their mind, thinking how I'm going to be able to come and move. They're getting steadfast, organised. They're in their minds using their intuitions, connected to their gut feelings now, getting that higher clarity because they're having stress, because they was doing certain things. You're going to hear that they did spell work to be able to block you, so you're not able to be able to move forward, because they was trying to be able to secure. They was trying to secure, but I was fucking on the dance floor. So I keep saying that, guys. So they was out partying, socialising with your partner. 17. Yeah, they was out and causing stress, conflict. And now this, oh my gosh, appreciation of wands. This is divine counterpart. Facts. Oh my gosh, divinely guided from the Most High. Wicked bitches. Family members and friends, this feminine is going to be vexed. This masculine is using their intuitions. That feminine could be talking to that masculine, chatting shit, have a social awareness of you. Because say feminine because it's 3 and 4, that's 7. That's who wanted to leg up. It was lifting up her leg up to heaven, thought she was getting that higher rise, divinely favoured gift. But they was insecure. And they was making the masculine indecisive because they didn't have that wisdom, because they was like wise and restless, this two-faced family member and friend. They was speaking a lot of clarity, causing confusion to make you not move forward. Now they're in that Mercury in their mind thinking they maybe want to be able to travel towards you. They may not been able to travel, blocking that travel of this. They're blocking. They was trying to block and stop. Air sign, water sign, air sign, fire sign. So you're gaining clarity. They're getting high awareness now because they're connecting using the intuitions. They're looking back. So guys, if you was in a relationship, your relationship fucked up, that's truth seeker. They're going to be able to come and tell you this truth. Because now they're looking back about Scorpio. People was doing spell work, blocking secrets in that underworld because of their things. They can see you now. This Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. The Moon was doing illusions. They can see that you was that nurturer, carer, provider, feeling caused by what they people was doing, and that's reactions. Now they're looking back towards you because they're gaining that higher clarity. That's that transformation of thought and feelings. That's a full-time job serving. Do it a little at a time, so they can see you're serving, doing a little bit at a time, connecting people, enabling people to look back and have that compassion for yourself. Use your intuitions, connect to your foundations, because you are your foundations. You are your home, your thoughts, those feelings. This Seeker of Wands. Oh, it's way too many. They're looking now about the actions. They maybe want to take action towards you. Because that's Saturn returning. Something. You goddamn bitch, in a goddamn way. You've had enough now. Bring back this checkmate now. Checkmate. You've had your time. You enjoyed it. Have that growth. Gain that stability. You might not even want these masculines or feminines back anyway, so don't worry about it. But you've had your time. Just take the growth and keep on moving forward. Because when you're moving forward, you're gaining more insight, you're gaining more understanding, you're gaining more clarity about certain actions. When using your ego, you get high awareness, and everybody's got to change the clothes, the hose one day and transform, because that's that maturity, that brings that maturity. And it's caution regarding when you thought that you was being smart and when you were serving, trying to secure people and serving other people, and you're on that karmic cycle. It just makes you have to go around. And it's truth to be told, guys, because that's when you have to look. It's making that right connections. It's that idea in question, and it's getting your ideas going, because that's you looking at your gut feelings. That's looking using your mind, your thoughts, you're manifesting now. So you're starting to create when certain people's chatting shit. So these divine feminines, masculines, they may want to be able to come back towards you, tell you about these family members and these friends. The things that they was doing in the unknown, now they're getting higher clarity to know about these family members and friends that was doing spell work to block you, talking about money, possessions. They could have been doing things within your name because that was illusions, and you can see that they didn't have that balance. They thought that was a high priestess that was causing stress. That was all because they was in their ego, running through low dense energies, not connected, holding on, trying to secure an asset. Take this all as it resonates. Now they're having that Saturn because it's turning back on them now. And now they're in their mind, their thoughts and their feelings, all about the actions they took because they was in them illusions. And when you're not looking about certain people doing spell work to be able to block you, that blocks your mind. It blocks your thoughts. Then you have to dust these divine masculines, feminines off, because you have to keep speaking and standing in your power, standing in your truth. In the nicest hour, they be watching you. Now they're nurturing of that feelings, and it's caused by the reactions. They want to be able to travel towards you. Now they see that they was wasting time and they was out serving and celebrating with other people. Now they maybe want to be able to come because they're stuck, no change, limited. Now they can see that's fake accounts. They're making you fake accounts, watching you now. So all they see, this masculine could be travelling towards you. These family members and friends are watching now because they was the ones who was wasting time, blocking and stopping, making these fake accounts, speaking about you, trying to block you. Meanwhile, you was unfazed, not bothered. To always in a bucket. If it's not meant for you, it will pass you by. And if it's for you, you know, inside God will bring it for you. Rejected. You could be rejecting these divine feminines and masculines, ghosted, ignored and erased. They could have ghosted, ignored and erased you. They could be ghosting and ignoring and oh my gosh, divination. People have been doing spell work on you. Creeping. So I creep. Yeah, cause he doesn't know what I do, and I'm only supposed to know when you was creeping. Yeah. Well, keep on creeping. Oh, that means you're a sheep, so you're gonna have to creep. Because there's something that you've got to hide. What's in the dark comes to the light, and that's that higher self. Because that's why you're not on face, because you're at your higher self. Now they're getting that higher working, and it's that higher activation. That's when you get that bitch slap. 5-5. When you thought you was being great in that childlike spirit. Big fat fall, and then you get hung upside down, and you got to realise, analyse, recognise, checkmate. It's that root that needs to get checked. It's that routine check. When there's people giving you stress, and you get to analyse, it makes you want to go. Because that's rejection. People was looking, now they're having that separation. I'm longing for my baby to love me more. What am I longing for? They need that cure. They needed that cure because they're seeing ignitions. Yeah, I said it. Ignitions. Because they need nurturing. Now they're just getting that nurturing now, because that's that spiritual box when they're analysing. Oh my gosh, that sword. Because that's that clarity of truth. Revelations in the sensations, because you gain this clarity into the reality as to what was happening, where, why, what, when they was doing what, who was doing what, because it's anxious. While socializing, I was going to have a good time. So they could have been out going to have a good time. They could have had that anxiety attack because their emotions are connected to their heart. When they start with social around these family members and friends, they can see their attitude just changed. Take it all as it resonates, because they're not like sociable how they used to be sociable. They may not be so outgoing how they were. Now they can be feeling anxious and critical now. You can see it because of their actions. They, unalived themselves, could take no more. You could hear that somebody did that. Now the karmic ain't so special. Yes, it does mean something. I loved you. You never loved me. Though it would change, would it? Goodbye. Just because I don't respect them, don't mean I don't like them. No change in the candidate. So no change in that candidate. So they may see the people who's gone and now they was. If you don't got to be able to go court, and the child will find out the truth about the dad. So they may have to go court in regards to something, higher clarity, higher awareness, because who they were serving. I think people reading and embracing people, biased actions, that they lied. So they was doing biased actions because they could have lied and caused conflict of interest. Could be another explanation as to the actions, what they took, those family members and friends when they was doing spell work to be able to block you, because you had that high awareness. They didn't want to be able to transform them when they was having these sexual energies because of their obsessions, inappropriate gestures, heard you banging, thought I try. Classic close of denial. So they was in denial, don't like when things don't go in the right place. So they don't like when things aren't in the right place, now that things are organised. So they could have got caught flirting with a family member when they was out in the community. So community, certain people seen, they took action when they was in the community. They could have flirted with somebody from their past, and certain family members knew about the actions that they took. They was even speaking and blocking and stopping, all because I was idealistic, jealous, and driven through jealousy. Take it all as it resonates. That was your partner, a family member and friend. was doing spell work along you and your partner, so you wasn't able to go forward because you were spiritually woken. They didn't want you to have that insight, and they was trying to take control over it, and it was all in regards to money for an asset, and that was for a property. Take it all as it resonates. Got to buy fairs for if you want them. So now they're looking to be able to buy fairs, something, shares, something. Tried to work themselves to do please others with money. It's going to be okay. So don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. It has my life in it. Checking social media, computers. So they're checking your social media on computers. They haven't got nothing to do. Too tally, obnoxious. They think they're funny. They are. Was one new to building up for so long. Was one now two building up for so long. Flirting, flicker here. Fake bitch. You didn't get up in there. Don't know if there is anything you can do. Part of your idea. Terrible bitch. Terrible. Think, identify and recognize. You are good within children, caring, nature, compassionate, because you are this Queen of Wands, caring, nurturing, speak truth, speak life, positive. Don't take no shit, don't take no crap off nobody. Told you, nanny McBlood clot for you out here. We have talked about this numerous of times. So they could have been talking, they was wanting this relationship, they thought they could go out in public and socialise and get this property, they thought they was going to be able to obtain. Now they're going insane in the membrane because they're feeling shame, because you grown ass woman and you're going to land on your motherfucking feet. 1711. Now they're gaining clarity, they're having this tower moment, stress, because it's higher awakening.